Okay, thank you for liking and subscribing. Thank you for clicking the little bell. Let's just jump right in. And again, I guess we found some new photos. Apparently, these photos are from the honeymoon in 2015. So then there you can see him. It's kind of blurry, but then we zoom into Johnny Depp. And he got his ass kicked again. She kicked his ass on his honeymoon. Oh my God. Bro, what are you doing? Like, this is the problem that I have with this, man. Like, I know I've said that before, that if I was one of his friends, I would have left him and everything. But we've heard his own testimony. He's the one that said, I was trying to bring her around. You see, this is the problem that I have when people say that, oh, well, I always try to see the best in people. Hey, man, you can't do that. You can't do that. Like, because there are some people out there that aren't going to give you the best. Like, they're not going to give you what you're trying to look for, you know? So for someone to think, oh, yeah, let me marry this woman, and then she's going to abuse me on our honeymoon. Gee, I wonder how the rest of the relationship is going to go. Because but that's the thing, is that's their honeymoon. I mean, I'm pretty sure she's like, remember that he said one time that it was like just the first year and a half that she was nice. I don't know exactly the amount of years they were like together even before they got married. But if you're with someone, right, and you love them and they've been this amazing partner and they've been like we've said before about the love bombing, remember? If you've been with someone and they've been this amazing person that they'll take your boots off and they'll give you a glass of wine without you even asking. I mean, number one, that's kind of suspect because, like, you know, why are you being so hardcore? Why can't you just be normal? But then, like he said, she was only nice for a year and a half. So then after the year and a half, when she changed, that's when you drop her ass, because she was obviously fake for that whole year and a half. She was obviously doing it for a reason, you know, to have him come into her web of lies. And the thing is, I know that hindsight's 2020, so we can sit here in 2022 and try and talk about what Johnny Depp should have done back then. But it's true. I bet you anything. The poor guy, Johnny Depp, he probably was genuinely under the thought that I can make her come around, and yeah, she did change and she was all badass for a year and a half, and yeah, and this and this. And then she changed, and then she became a bitch, and then she became an asshole, and then she got violent. And then he was like, no, if I just keep on trying, I know she can act like that the way that she did before. Bro, no. No. Like, that's not how it works, man. Because if you were to be with someone for a year and a half and they're all amazing, and then all of a sudden just one day to the next they changed, that means they were never amazing. That means they were always a piece of shit. And that's what Amber Heard is, man. She's a piece of shit spouse. She's this piece of shit person. So going with that notion of piece of shit, let's go ahead and play a little game, shall we, Amber? Let's go ahead and do a little comparison, a little game of comparison. Are y'all ready for this? Here we go. Here's Amber Heard. Okay, we can see it. We can see what she's trying to, I guess, say is abuse. And here's actual abuse. You see, Amber Heard? That's what actual abuse looks like. And here's Amber Heard again. Here's Amber Heard again. This is supposed to be abuse. This is supposed to be domestic violence. And here is an actual black guy. You see, and this is the thing. Here's the issue with this. The things that she's trying to say, like, those things don't exist. It doesn't work that way. Like, you can tell she's just doing all this because people are supposed to believe her, because believe all women, because of hashtag believe all women. So that's why she doesn't give a shit that she's lying. She doesn't care that these photos are such bullshit. She doesn't give a goddamn that she's deceiving people, because hashtag believe all women at any time, always and forever. And that's how women like her think. So going back, let's do it again. Here's another one of Amber Heard. And here's a real one. Now, all these women that I've shown, they're all not domestic violence. I do believe one of them was, but they're all, this is what it actually looks like when you get hurt, when you get hit in the face. Okay, and here's, I do believe I have one more. Yeah, one more. Here it is. Of Amber Heard. And then here's real damage to the eye. So let's see, is that all of them? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 and 4. Yeah. Yeah. So when we want to sit here and have this discussion, you want to sit here and say, oh, well, yeah, she was abused and we have to believe her and we have to believe her and we have to. Really? Because look at something like this from The Observer UK. #MeToo is over if we don't listen to imperfect victims like Amber Heard. So first, the narrative, I was going to say notion. The narrative is mutual abuse. It was all mutual abuse. You saw it because in the media it was saying mutual abuse all the time. Now the narrative is, oh, she's an imperfect victim. What the fuck does that even mean? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Imperfect victim? You know what? Fine. But the problem with this is that I would respect these people a lot more if they just came out and said, look, we want you to support Amber Heard and we don't give a fuck if she actually looks like she's guilty. I would respect them at least if they did that and they said that. I really would. I mean, they are the media, so it's kind of hard to respect them in the first place, but you know what I mean. So then we have the next one. For whatever the hell this is, V-Dare. Listen to this stupid shit. Johnny Depp is defeating his ex-wife Amber Heard in the court of public opinion, and that's just wrong because Miss Heard is a woman. What? What? Excuse me? Are you friggin' kidding me? Come on, man. But like I said, hey, at least this, what is this dumbass's name? Steve Saylor. At least this dumbass is coming out and saying it because Miss Heard is a woman. At least he has the balls to say it, not like those other mainstream media outlets. So, I mean, this is what's happening. And ever since her new PR team took over, this is basically what has happened. You see, because the real narrative that is actually shown now, the real narrative that's been shown is the fact that she's a fucking abuser. That's the real narrative here. That's the problem here. She's the real abuser and none of these people can accept that. And they'll never accept it. Why? Because a lot of these people, and look, that was a dude. That was a guy, Steve Saylor. That was a guy. So this dude is probably, number one, he's probably a simp. You go into his bank account, he's probably got money going to OnlyFans like nobody's business. So just think about the fact that all of these people are like that. And why? Because that's what, well, you know what? I'm not gonna talk about college educated people because I know there's probably some people that went to college that listen to me, and they're not all stupid like that. But you know what I mean? There's even in college, there's normal people, and then there's those people. Even in college. So we do have a couple of tweets here. I just want to show these because this right here, women's abuse organization Mission NGO has voiced its support for Johnny Depp amid his defamation trial against Amber Heard. Come on. Women's abuse organization. That's like Mothers Against Drunk Driving. That's like them coming out and sponsoring a beer commercial. That's what that would be like. If Johnny Depp was the actual abuser, that's what that would be like. And that's how you know he's not. Because people like people like Mission NGO, a women's abuse organization, they can see. Even they can see a women's abuse organization. And that kind of place, not really kind of like the ACLU, because the ACLU, they're out there, and that's political. We'd have to talk politics to talk about them, but they are out there. Those people are fucking out there. But something like this, Women's Abuse Organization, Mission NGO, that's for women, for the movement, for feminism. That's what those people are. They want to protect actual domestic violence victims. So they don't give a shit that Amber Heard is a woman. They care about domestic violence victims. They care about women. They really care. Okay, this isn't about, oh, well, we have to protect hashtag Me Too. We have to protect hashtag Believe All Women. Like, no. And it's just the same. Remember the same thing with Amber Heard's mom and her dad. They supported Johnny Depp as well. So, come on. And here's another one. We're going to end it on this one. Thank you for liking and subscribing. Thank you for staying with me this long. We're going to end it on this one. Court documents reveal once and for all that Johnny Depp and his lawyer never tried to have Amber Heard fired from Aquaman 2 for Warner Brothers. It was all down to her lack of chemistry with Jason Momoa. Ooh. That's tough. That's tough. Hey, man, she sucks. We've said it. She sucks, dude. And it says lack of chemistry. That means she probably went into his trailer naked, too, just like she did with Kevin Costner. There's absolutely no doubt about that. Absolutely no doubt about that. But, I mean, look, I do not want Amber Heard to win. But I'm kind of like, man, this girl's put herself in such a bad spot that unless she wins, her life's going to end up in the dumps. She's dug her ass so deep into this ditch that she's dug herself. And it's kind of like, man, can you just stop? Like, maybe what I just want to do is just walk up to her and be like, can you just stop? Can you just come out and say, yes, fine, I was lying. Just fucking own up to it. And maybe people will like not fucking put you down as hard as they are. And it's true, man. Like, could you imagine if she would just give up the charade and she would just stop during the witness testimony and say, oh, like, yes, okay, I just want to quit this all. And I lied and it was wrong of me to do that. And she just confesses everything. That would be the best thing she could do. It really would. So thank you for liking and subscribing. Thank you for staying with me on this one. Let me see if I have anything more. No, I think that's about it. Okay, like I said, thank you for liking and subscribing. Thank you for staying with me on this one. We will catch you next time.